Hi, my name's Billy Nichols, and today we're going to talk about the Titleist marketing objectives. So, due to time constraints, I need to kind of rush through the product lines, and then we'll talk a lot about the promotion and advertisements and what they can do to improve in the end. So, they have a very wide range of products all relating to golf. Their marquee products are clubs, balls, and bags too. So those are the three things they sell the most. But they also sell a little bit more minor things like hats, travel gear, backpacks, luggage, towels, things like that. So among those product types, they have a lot of product lines. So for example, with their balls, they have DT Solo, the NXT, Pro V1, and Pro V1X. And with all their product lines, the prices vary, so they can start very low and then they can get very high. So that's kind of the way they use their pricing. Let's get that. Right, so like I said, their pricing objectives, they've been number one for a very long time in the golf industry. So they're more focused on pricing things to be a lot higher. They're not trying to get people to just get a foot in the door and buy their product. They're going to take people that are genuinely going to pay more for their product. They're profit oriented, so that means they're not pricing things, like I said, to get people to buy it, but more to make higher profits and continue their status atop the industry. So they reach for really high profits. So talking about their distribution channels, they own all steps of their manufacturing process. So from they build the products, they package them, they handle them, and then they ship them out to local golf courses and local golf clubs. So they're in complete control of their entire process. They're not relying on outsourcing or any other companies to do their dirty work for them. They also do regional distribution, so in certain parts of the world, they sell different products to different places, and we'll look a little bit more into that in a second. So a huge thing for Titleist is their ads, is their advertisements, and their commercials in print. So one of the reasons they are so good at being an ambassador for the golf industry is their very deep traditional partnerships that they have with people. They have a lot of really good golfers on their payroll, a lot of really good people around them, and companies that they work with under Acushnet, which is their umbrella company. And then a lot of advertising that they do are commercials. So, you're watching TV and you'll see a Titleist ad, or they partner with the PGA Tour players and do a fun club hitting whatever with them, and it's kind of, commercials are their main way of getting to the consumer directly. And then they also are very traditional and they do lots of print stuff, like you see in magazines or newspapers, things like that. So within their media mix, they use this on their website, the Titleist Media Center. It's very important for them to, basically they just post articles, post tweets on their Twitter, and just, that's kind of their main hub of like everything that's happening in their brand. They're also very heavy on social media, so using hashtag Team Titleist. That's one thing that they do for people to give feedback or people to give opinions on stuff on their product or the experience they've had with their products. So they're very heavy with social media presence. And another thing that separates Titleist from most other golf brands is their messages. So obviously their main message, which we've talked about, is they want to cater to all golfers of all skill types. That's why they have the wide range of products and wide range of prices, because they want people who are maybe beginners to be buying their lesser products, and people who perceive themselves as higher will buy their more expensive products. Another thing they really harp on is their R&D. So their research and development is superior to most brands, and they really talk about that a lot when they talk about advancing their product and being on top of the industry for so long. And then the last thing is they love feedback from customers. Like I said, through social media, it's a huge deal for them. So that's one thing that they really key on when they're talking about their brand. And to wrap it up, it's hard to give a strategy recommendation for a brand who has been number one for over 50 years. So things that they're really doing well and they should keep doing well are their messages, social media presence, and also their wide price range. Those are things that not a lot of companies key on, and that's one of the reasons they're so good. But one thing that they need to watch out for in the incoming years and really take advantage of is the weather factors, the drop in rounds played, and also if golf moves more towards how do we get more golfers to participate versus profits, that can be an issue for their pricing, their product lines, all that kind of stuff, the way they distribute their product. So all these things they need to take into consideration the more that they go down the line. So that's my presentation. Thank you very much for watching, and we'll see you later.